Okay, so um, what I want to do now is to let people make bookings. At the moment, let me put that back. At the moment, we don't have much JavaScript going on because this is the task I've set you to do. If I click on an X, it tells me I can't book it. If I click on an O, then I want to make that booking. So what I want to happen is a message goes to the database and it'll assign that seat to me. Okay, so let's put in some code for that. Okay, here's our code that kicks off when the user clicks on a TD. So these things are all TDs. And what I do is I check to see if it's an X. If it's an X, I give that warning. If it's not an X, if it's an O, then I'm going to let someone make the booking. Okay, so let's just put in an else at the minute, although I probably want to do some more checks. So that's else. Actually, I'm going to put that in curly brackets, else. So what happens now is we want to make a booking. Let's put a comment. Make a booking. In practice, in a real thing, we probably want to bundle these. We don't want to make a booking every time someone clicks. What we want to do is let them book a bunch of seats and then take the money off them and then do the booking. But I'm just going to instantly book whatever someone clicks. So if someone clicks on the seat, then that's going to book it for them straight away. And this is unrealistic. There's some serious complexity going on here. The thing we have to worry about is that we're going to be taking money for these bookings. And when you're taking money for stuff like this, you have to do everything at the same time. So in practice, what happens is if I book a seat, you then ask me for my credit card, and you have to go to the credit card company, find out if that's honored. And at the same time, or simultaneously as a unit, as a single transaction, you have to check that the seat I tried to book is still free because someone else on the internet might have nipped in and booked it. If it's still free, then we temporarily have to lock that seat and say that belongs to me, no one else can book it, get the money from the credit card. If that succeeded, then we continue with the booking. If it doesn't succeed, then very quickly we have to take away the lock so that other people can book it, not charge the credit card and not book the seat. If you do one thing, if you either take the money and don't make the booking, or if you make the booking and you don't take the money, bad things can happen. We don't want them to happen. What we're going to do, and we're not worrying about that, I'm afraid, we're not dealing with credit cards, we're going to make another Ajax call. So we're going to make the booking instantly. We're not going to let people book more than one seat at the same time, and we're not even going to take any money off them. So it's an Ajax call, and the Ajax call is going to be to a new URL. So I'm going to have a new PHP program, and let's say make booking.php. And this time, I'm not too fussed about what comes back, but I am interested very much in the data that I'm sending it. So what information do I have to give for a booking? I have to give the performance. Okay, and I don't think I've got a variable for performance. No, I hard-coded it there. That's annoying. Well, we start out hard-coding it. Let's at least put it in a variable. So I'm going to make up a global variable. Performance equals that guy there, without the colon. So that's my performance. Performance colon performance. Okay, and something similar here. Performance is performance. It looks odd having performance is colon performance, but it means the one on the left, this one here, that is that's the attribute name, and this performance on the right is the variable. So that's the performance. It's the seat that got booked, and I need the row and the column. So row is something, and a column is something. And I think, what else do I need? I need to know who it was who made the booking. Who? Okay, how do we figure these things out? Well, For who, I'm tempted to let the users identify themselves. Oh no, that's hard code. You is Andrew. Okay, so it's always Andrew who's going to make the booking. We'll worry about how to do that. How do I figure out what row and what column I'm in? Okay, so TD click, this tells me the seat. So this indicates the seat that I'm on. How do I find out what that is? It's kind of tricky. Let's have a go. I'm going to put in, I haven't got anything at the other end, so it doesn't really matter what values I do, but just to have a go, I'm going to put in some, just to make it compile, let's put in question mark and question mark, because I want to show you how we can go about figuring out what values to put in there. This is quite instructive. So write that out. Let's reload and let's go to sources, and I don't want that. I'm going to find the line I was on, which was here, this Ajax call. So this is the stage at which I want to find out what row and what column someone has just booked. So when I click on a TD, it should go into this, it'll skip that statement if it's not an X, and this stage here, this is the point at which I want to figure out what the row and column I'm on. So let's click on a nice easy one. So this is G1 I'm clicking on. Okay, now $this is where I'm at. Okay, so $this is a TD, and I don't think I've got any clues as to where I am. There's nothing here that's telling me what the column is or what the row number is, but I can do a bit of investigation. Let's try and figure out where I am. Okay, so I can ask things like $this parent, $this dot parent, not angle bracket, the $this dot parent. So this is using jQuery navigation. So I can navigate up and down the DOM tree from where I am. This dot parent is the row I'm containing, I'm in, and if we look at that row, there's one of them. Okay, that's too complicated, not going to go into that one. So that's the parent, and that parent has got a bunch of TDs. So what I could do is find all the TDs in the parent. So these are all the siblings of the row I'm on right now. So TD. So this phrase here, it says find all the TDs, but do it in the context of the parent of the place you're at now. Okay, so that is essentially all the siblings of this guy here, all the TD siblings. And I'm trying to find this GG. Do that. Oh, that didn't work. $TD, what did I do wrong? Got too many closed brackets. Try that. That is blooming irritating. All right, I was after everything. I was after the GG, and I've got all the TDs. There's two TDs there, they both are. And I missed the GG. That's because that GG is a TH, it's not a TD. That's annoying. Well, kind of. Okay, that's found the one TH, and that one TH, that's this GG. And I should be able to get the text out of that. Dot text. Don't you just love jQuery? So what that's done is found me the row that I'm on. Okay, let's run that to complete, and let me click on another one, just to make sure that wasn't a fluke. I'll try and click on this guy here. Okay, break at the same point, up arrow, and that's giving me CC. So this phrase here gives me the row, and I'm going to take that. I'll have that. So I've worked out what the row is. Right click to paste that in. Okay, so the row is set up. Okay, column. I don't actually know how to do column. How do I find out what column I'm on? Basically, the column is going to be the index. In this case, it's always 0 or 1, and I'm going to want to add 1 to it. But I want to find the index. I think there is a jQuery function that does that. I think there is. I think it's something like index of. Let's have a go. So before I was doing TD, like that. Okay, without the text. That's TD, and that's a list. Okay, and the thing I clicked on is one of those two. So I think I clicked on this one here, that O. That's the one I clicked on. So one of these two is the one I'm on. And I think I can probably do that. Let's try index of this. Nah, index of is not a function. Okay, I'm just going to do some searching. Okay, I had a quick search on the internet and I have reason to believe that index will do it. That's pretty good. That's the value I'm expecting. That's a 1. And that's a 1 because I clicked on this guy here, assuming that one's 0, that one's 1. The next one, was there another one, would be 2, so it goes 0, 1, 2. So I just need to add 1 to that value to get what I want. That's pretty good. Index of this. Okay, I'll have that as well. Take that, copy, and let's use it here. Right click, and don't forget to add 1 because we're numbering our seats from 1 like humans, and it's numbering the seats from 0 like a computer. Okay, so it's going to make that Ajax call. The Ajax call will fail because I haven't written this, but I'm in a position to test now. I'm going to take out that, run that to completion, save this guy, and watch the Ajax calls go by. Let's watch the network. Reload. Okay, clear that out. Try booking. Okay, I'm going to try and book this one here, GG1. And I make this call here. The call fails, but it doesn't stop me looking at the parameters. Row is GG, column is 2, who is Andrew, performance is in place. That was pretty good. Let's try booking this one here, FF1. Okay, again, the call failed, as I should expect. But that's FF1 Andrew. Fantastic. This looks like it's working. I'm passing the right parameters to this non-existent PHP script. Fantastic. Let's write the PHP script to do the business. Okay, now I need that boring old MySQL stuff. Okay, so I'm going to copy a whole bunch of things. I'm going to copy this slot here down to execute because it executes what I'm going to do. So come out of that, and what did I call it? It's got to be called make booking. Make booking.php, and insert that gubbins. What I'm returning, it could be anything, might as well be JSON. Pricing should be in the database, that's irrelevant. I'm not going to worry about the pricing, don't need that. Performance is going to come from that, good. What else? I'm picking up the row and the column. Row, the column, and the who. Let's just have variables for each of. No, I'm not going to. Okay, connect to the database. Okay, it's not a select statement, this time it's an insert statement. And I've done an insert statement like this directly in MySQL. It goes insert into booking values. Okay, and it is question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Is it 4 values? Let's just describe booking. I want the showing, the row, the column, and the who. Fantastic. So those 4 values. Actually, it's a pretty good idea to use the full format here. You never know when someone's going to change a database. That's the row, that's the column, that's the who. It also kind of makes it easier for someone reading the program to see what's going on. So that's my insert statement with 4 parameters in it. And so my binding goes like this. I've got 4 parameters. The first one is showing, that's a string. The second one is the row, that's also a string. The next one is a column. I think that's an integer. Yes, it is. It's a bit odd that that's an integer. And then the last one is who, that's definitely a string. And the values I'm passing in, so I put in performance there, but I am tempted to put in here, get them directly from the request. So that's request performance. And then this one will be row and column and who. put those right. So this is RW, and this is CL, and this is who. Okay, don't like lines that are that long, so let's start a new line here. Make them line up nicely. Ugh, I'm getting obsessive. Okay, so I'm binding those parameters, then I execute it. Everything went well, so I will celebrate by printing out. Is it JSON encode or encode JSON? JSON encode, right first time. Some kind of celebratory message. Array who the man. And the answer to who the man is you the man. Okay, all right. That looks good. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Don't need that one there. DD. Yep, that'll work. Okay, reload. Didn't really need to reload. Let's book this seat here. Booking goes across. Who the man? Oh, unexpected error. Okay, let's open this guy in a... Oh, okay, because we're passing so many parameters in, opening in a new tab is kind of a little bit more dangerous. Syntax error on line 12. Unexpected equals line 12. Oh yeah, I was in such a hurry. Let's reload this. This should actually make a booking if I reload. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I just booked GG seat 2. GG seat 2, reload. Okay, that did seem to work. Now it's bugging me. Why did it work? Because that was seat 2 that I was booking. Oh, that's okay, no, the database is numbering it from 1. That's okay. So it did book the right seat. This is fantastic. So I'll book that seat there. Let's try and book this seat here. Nothing apparently changed. I just clicked on E1, but when I reload, okay, it did that. Okay, the bad news is you can also book places where there aren't any seats. So that one there, there's no seat there. And yet I've successfully booked it. So there's still a few bugs in there, but we can fix these things later. And when I say later, I mean not. That is quite enough of the cinema booking system. As soon as the deadline is finished for handing in, I'm going to release some videos on how to do the jQuery stuff that you folks were being assessed on. And this forbidden is bugging me. I'm going to fix that. So that I think is in index, VI index. And this thing here needs a title. Okay, what can possibly go wrong? Booking system / title. And reload. That's a much nicer title. Okay, fantastic. We've got a booking system. It books, it remembers stuff.